y'all. How's everybody doing? We're starting early tonight because, I was sitting here and I'm like, I got ready too early. And now I was just sitting here and, excuse me. And, yeah, so we started early, y'all. Also, I'm still kind of dealing with a sinus thing. So we got kind of the sinus thing going on. We also got Gary chilling in the background tonight. I think that's gonna be Gary's new spot for now. And I think I'm gonna leave him because I kind of love him. I named him, so I was just messing around and I wasn't doing nothing. And sorry, hold on, I got a cough. I'm a little nasally. I sound horrible? You sound horrible. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I felt like trash. I didn't stream yesterday or Tuesday because I could hear it in my own voice. Uh, sounds hot, Farrell says. Thanks, girl. Um, but yeah, no, I was messing around and yeah, so I made Gary and then I named him, and so I think he's just gonna stay like that forever. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Again, I'm sorry that I sound super awesome tonight. It's in my sinuses. It's all here. I was dead yesterday. Yesterday I was dead, and Tuesday I was dead. Um John H in the house. What's up, Wendy? How's it going? Yeah, no, I think I sound worse than I feel at this point. I was feeling like trash earlier, but you know, Western medicine and common drugs are a hell of a thing. So thank you to Advil for making me feel a hell of a lot better than I did. I just don't sound great. Uh no, he does not meow. He just sits there and stares up into the corner forever. Uh Yeah, I might end up muting whenever I mute, it's me sniffing, coughing, or trying to cough. It's not gonna be great. If I forget to unmute myself, just scream boomer, and then I'll make sure to unmute myself. Thank you so much, Wendy. Yeah, I was feeling yesterday I felt horrible. But again, I feel much better right now than even I did this morning. Like this morning I still wasn't feeling great. Just turning up the Spexy to 100 tonight. Oh yeah, you know it. Uh I was thinking tonight, we were going to cover February. Uh But I was watching Nick right before I started streaming, and he's streaming about the What the Hales case. And I really, really don't want to say, could this case get any weirder? Because it's like everywhere you turn, something even more weird than the first thing happens. And I'm like, I can't say, like, what else could happen? Like, nothing else could happen because it's like it still could get weirder. I feel like exactly, Farrell. Don't challenge. Yeah, I'm not going to challenge the world. Like, the universe will win. And in this case, the universe is already like, ha, watch. And I'm like, we got a stripper preacher. judges and prosecutors defending a pervert, salmonella turtles. It's so weird. Like, what the, like, I have watched everybody's coverage of that case over. I've seen all of those videos, and it's like, how I still can't understand how this particular series of events has been able to transpire. Like, talk about a series of unfortunate events. Reading that book series as a child was like super. I'm like, that was, from what I remember, those books were like utterly depressing, and I read all of them. But Stidgy in the house. What's up, Stidgy? Swan Lake lady getting ready to head home from work. Batten down the hatches because we're under a high wind advisory or high wind warning. Gusts up to 70 miles per hour. I guess I'll see you in Oz, folks. Stay safe out there, Swan Lake lady. The wind is my nemesis. I hate the wind. It's I don't like it. It's literally one of the scariest forces of nature because you can't see it. You can't really defend. I mean, you can try to defend against it, but like tornadoes and shit, that's just wind all whipped up into a tight space. Like, wind is, I do not like wind. Stay safe, Swan Lake lady. DK Cripple. Hey all, how's the day? I have a sinus infection. I have a sinus going on. I get chronic sinus infections because when I was 14, I was kicked in the face, broke my nose, and a lot of other bones in my face. And then in 2014, I had to have sinus surgery because I had a sinus infection that lasted for over a year because the army doctor refused to treat me. So I had to go to an ER to get treated for a sinus infection that by the time I went to get the sinus infection treated, it had petrified inside of my sinus cavity. So, I have not had good luck when it comes to like doctors and medical stuff. Mostly because I was in the army and they suck for doctors and medical stuff. So after a year of having a sinus infection and then it I keep saying petrifying, because it was petrified mucus. The doctor was like, yeah, your sinuses are 100% compacted with petrified mucus. For 2 weeks, he's like, I don't want to do surgery. He's like, we're going to have to do surgery. He's like, but let's try an aggressive steroid treatment for 2 weeks to see if we can get any of it out. And oh no, you're not late, Tianita. We're talking about gross sinus infections. Oh wait, where did it go? There it is. We're talking about how your body works in sinus infections. Yeah, I was on 3 different steroids for 2 weeks. It was hell. It was terrible. I hated it. I was like, it steroids mess with you, even like the ones to like help. It made my breath terrible, which was, I already get this. When you have a sinus infection that goes untreated and lasts longer than a year, the smell of it inside your sinus cavity comes out of your nose so that people around you, they can smell your sinus infection. How disgusting is that? Yes, if you get a bad enough sinus infection, people around you will be able to smell it too. Mrs. Flux, she was like, you gotta like roll over. She did not even want to sleep next to me because I'm like, I have to live with this. I have to smell this everything. She's like, please just turn over or something. And I was like, ugh. Mind you, this lasted for a year. And the physician was like, oh, it's just allergies. It's just an upper respiratory infection. And I'm like, bruh, my wife can smell it. And that's when I went to the hospital. I'm like, I gotta get this fixed somehow. And then I needed surgery. So I do get chronic sinus infections. Chronic sinusitis. When I did have surgery, I think he said it was 8 ounces, 8 or 10 ounces of petrified mucus from my left sinus cavity alone. That is disgusting. Ugh. But they got my sinuses cleared out. But I am prone to sinus infections. Yeah, it was disgusting. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, she was like, please, I don't want to smell it. Uh, Unfortunately. But it has not been over a month. Mrs. Flux is working all the time now. Mrs. Flux's and my schedule is off at the moment. So like she's at work right now, and when I go to sleep is pretty much when she's coming home, and then when I get up for work, she's still asleep. So our schedules are a little off right now, and she is working like 10 and 4. So she won't have off until next weekend. But I promise I will get to you, Stinge. But yeah, no. So yes, I hate sinus infections. Again, I feel a lot better right now than I did even this morning, because this morning I felt like trash. But again, due to the miracle of modern medicine, I am feeling a bit better. Um, but yeah, so we got off on a tangent. We were talking about the insanity that is surrounding what the Hales. Cause like I just didn't think it could get like after the first stream that DUI guy did, I was like, oh wow, this is weird. This is a weird case. And then it was like Tug did a stream and like more info came out. And then like we watched the depot and then like Turtle Purgatory happened. And I'm just like, and then she's like a stripper preacher, and it's too much. I'm like, what in the absolute fuck is happening? Yes. I got those yesterday, which is why I think I'm feeling a lot better. Uh Wendy H. Jeremy will be our special guest on Saturday. Hell yeah! I will be there to watch that. That is awesome. Guys, for those of you who don't know, Wendy H, along with Valhalla and MLS retired, not retired Dave, have a Lego Law and Laughter stream where it's legit awesome. You just build Legos and you talk about shit, and it's really cool. I got to be on it a few weeks ago, and I'm really excited because they're having Jeremy on. Megan Fox was on Megan Fox went on Legos, Law, and Laughter, I want to say like 3 weeks ago. And guys, Megan has not been the same. They did something to her there. They did something. Megan Fox has not been the same since she went on with Legos. I love her Lego streams. She does everything with Legos now. It's awesome. Oh, and then uh I heard something. I keep I listen to her like while I'm at work sometimes, uh just noise. And at one point I heard them talking about shelves, and then I heard my name be mentioned, and I was like, "Oh, what? They need to have the lesbian come in to build the shelves." Yep. I put up shelves in my bathroom. I put up shelves all over the place. And I hang all my paintings. So I'm really good at making things level. They activated something. Uh oh, Megan will also be on? Wait, next wasn't she on before? I thought she was already on. And that kicked off the tism. And is she going back on? Ooh, and Law and Lumber too? Damn. Um, you know what? You know what? Legos. I don't care that they're Lego bricks. They're Legos. They're not Lego bricks. We all call them Legos forever. Oh, damn. I thought she already went on, and that's what active. She's just prep. This is her prep work? Holy shit. Damn. Flux made all the famous people jelly. So I don't think so. Okay, I have to go back, but I have to get an actual kit. I have to get an actual kit this time, and do an actual Lego kit, because the actual like big legitimate Lego kit that I got, it was a like fantasy castle scene, and Mrs. Flux got the. So get this, right? Mrs. Flux and I got married back in 2013. We were both in the service, and she was getting out. We got married in September of 2013, and she got out in February of 2014. So we were like, okay, we don't have enough leave to like have a proper honeymoon, but when she gets out, like I would have leave, and it would work out. So we did our honeymoon slash her birthday trip to California in 2014. I got to take her to Disneyland for the first time on her birthday. It was actually really fun, and I very much enjoyed it. But we also got Lego kits, and for her birthday slash and honeymoon, I got her the Lego Death Star, like the 5,000 piece. It was like this big. This beach. She worked on this Lego set all day because she got out. So she was on leave like when we got home from the vacation, and we got like the whole Lego thing. She like all day every day for a week straight. And get this, like I want to say on day 3 of her building it, she had it up on the table and the cat knocked it off. I thought she was going to kill the cat. Like she was so bad. I would be. She spent 3 days, but no, she got it all built, and I know we have pictures of it somewhere, and I know we still have it. I just don't know where it is. And it's probably missing a few pieces. And we don't have the instructions anymore, but I could build something else out of it, because again, it was like a 5,000, 50,000 piece thing. What's up, the expert in the house? What's up, expert? Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I laughed at that video like 90. I watched it like 90 times. And I laughed every time, and it just made me laugh harder. I'm sorry. But that was funny. Good to see you here. Oh my god, you guys have to go check out the clip of the expert that Megan Fox posted. It was awesome. Uh Go to Legoland. Yeah, see, I grew up in SoCal, so I like we went to the Legoland like when it first opened. Like I have pictures of being at the Legoland from when I was probably 6 or 7, like when it first got built. Uh, might buy the Lego Death Star kit from. It is a fun one. It was. She was so proud of it, and it was so cool looking. Uh, you. Oh, really? Oh my god, I might do that. I might actually do that. Cause I mean it's the Lego Death Star. Who would not want to build it? So I did have like topics planned to go over tonight for February. I do plan on wrapping it up at about the hour mark just because I still kind of want to like not overdo it. Just because I'm feeling better doesn't mean I should like go ham. Uh, I need to kind of just keep it to a minimum and still take it easy a little bit. Bulldog JC, what's up? Good evening. How you doing? Uh, Island says, "Let go my ego. I'm taking pain meds." Ooh, nice. Uh, I haven't eaten dinner yet, but now that you say that, I'm probably gonna have egos for dinner because again, Mrs. Flux not here, so I don't like cooking for myself. Cooking for myself is stupid, so I'm just probably gonna pop some egos in the toaster. That's just how it's gonna happen. So let me share the screen. Is this on my bed? Uh, and just as always, we go to onthisday.com. Onthisday.com, I found this website, I don't know, back in 2020, I think. And I like to go back and see like the major historical events that uh, they like to highlight, which I'm very sad and disturbed and upset that on January 1st, they do not have the Miami Mall incident because that made like international news. Uh, but we are going to start. I did a pre kind of quick view. Uh, Nothing like super noteworthy. Wildfires. There are wildfires everywhere and they're getting worse and it's kind of interesting to see like this pattern. Look into it. Look into it. On February 5th, Brazil warns it's expecting a very bad year of dengue fever with over 2.4 million cases, declaring a public health emergency. Ooh, well, dengue fever is not great. Also, May 5th, Megan Thee Stallion achieves her first solo #1 with diss single Hiss of a feud with fellow rapper Nicki Minaj. Now, Wendy H says, I'm babysitting, so must run, but we'll try and come back. Love to see you, Flux, so much. I love to see you too, Wendy. I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you for stopping by. What? I don't know what that means. Uh, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Island. Yeah, I really hate the wind. I'm not saying when 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 we get really bad wind, I have to put my earphones in and like turn it up because I really, it really does. I don't like the wind. But so again, so okay, with his, do you, I'm not one to really follow rapper feuds. However, Mrs. Flux is. And Mrs. Flux told me all about this. And Hiss, I actually have listened to a few times because, again, Mrs. Flux, uh, she does like that rap a little bit. Uh, so we listened to like, because there was Megan the Stallion's diss track, and then I think her sister also put out a diss track, and it wasn't bad. It was actually like kind of a slam, and I'm like, yo, that's some shit. But BS Simon in the house. What's up, BS Simon? Flux. I'm so glad you like my Photoshop. Do you guys want to see Simon's Photoshop? It really is horrific. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Oh, good lord. Let me stop sharing this screen and start sharing this screen. This is, for those of you who weren't around for the last melting point with Valhalla, yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. We were doing story time and I had to share a picture from when I was a kid because nobody believed that I had short hair. It was terrible. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat. And yes, I did like the edit. It was very funny. The ads on the page are based off of the algorithm search. I search, guys, you know me. You know me. I'm a weird person and I look up like, I do conspiracy analyzation. I'm always looking at weird stuff. But right now it's for Xfinity. For cheaper Wi-Fi or cheaper internet, but I have Verizon Fios. I have the best internet. Why would I want cheaper internet? Hey, uh, Young Flux looks so happy. Well, that was Young and I want to say I can't. Why can't I think like that was Young Sheltered Flux. That was very Young Sheltered Flux. Oh yeah, and he also showed it on Daddy on stream. Flux, have you followed the Lauren the mortician case that Ruckle? No. What? What is that? Hold on. Is that the one that I like? No, that's not the one that I like. Okay, never mind. I follow I follow a different mortician. Although I haven't seen her post anything in a while. I wonder if I'm still subscribed. Although I might have watched a Swoop document, like a Swoop video on her. I don't know. I'd have to go back and dig into it a little bit. What's up, Rosalind Duke in the house? What's up, lady? How's it going? For those of you who don't know, Rosalind also puts out amazing content. So go sub to her channel too. Because she puts out hilarious videos. Let's see. Feb 6 was when Jennifer Crumbly got was found guilty. Interesting. February 6th, King Charles was the announcement came out that he had the cancers. I hope he gets better soon. There was one that I really wanted to. Oh, look at this one. February 10th, guys. February 10th. Wait, where did it go? What? Oh, it just popped up an ad. Okay. Donald Trump says he's threatened a NATO ally over their defense spending. No, I would not protect you. I would encourage them, in quotations, Russia, to do whatever the hell they want with you at a South Carolina rally. LaMau! Ha! I do not approve of NATO. I do not think NATO should. I am not a fan of NATO. NATO is not what it should be, what it's supposed to be, and it's doing a lot of bad shit. It's happening with Harper. What's up? I'm late. Flux sounds a little under the weather. If so, feel better. Thank you. Yes, I'm dealing with sinuses. I have chronic sinusitis. Chronic sinus infections. You should go back to the beginning and hear a wonderful story about sinus infections because it's gross. But yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better than I was this morning. And the past 2 days, I was dead. Today, I was at least able to move, and I feel a lot better than I did. MLS in the chat. What's up, Dave? How's it going? Over opinionated asshat says NATO is a one-way leech. Yep. And they kept pushing and pushing and pushing. You know? Exactly. 100%. Everybody needs to actually look into NATO and what they do, what they're for, the promises they've made, the promises they failed, and what truly might be the cause of the current conflict. I don't know. In my opinion, don't sue me. Say it with me, everybody. I am but a humble bard. Everything I say is in mere jest and should not be taken seriously. If you take what I say seriously, I reserve the right to make fun of you. But yes, in my opinion, I mean, you keep pushing and pushing NATO closer and closer to Russia. Of course, Russia's gonna lash out. Like, you're backing a dog into a fucking corner. If you back a dog into a corner, they're gonna lash out and bite you. Especially if you know the dog's aggressive. Why the fuck would you back an aggressive dog into a corner? How am I the only one that sees this? How do people not understand? How are you not embarrassed? After NATO promised several times to stop expanding and not expand, what do? Expand and expand. And it's gonna do what it's gonna do. I don't know, man. And again, if an ally is doing some stupid shit, yeah, I would hope that our leader would be like, hey, you're our ally, stop doing stupid shit. How is this a novel concept? How has nobody thought of this before? Like, if you have a buddy that's egging somebody on, and this dude is like, I'm gonna hit you if you don't stop making fun of me, and this dude's like, I'm gonna keep making fun of you. I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm not defending you once he comes to whoop your ass. You're asking for it. I'm not fucking defending you when you're sitting here egging on this dude. Not gonna happen. You wanted it, you could take it. I don't know, man. It just, Sorry. Sorry. But again, that's just my opinion. I gave myself a headache. Uh, Alpha and Omega says was not impressed with the NATO troops I trained with. The competency and training was there, but the motivation was lacking. They seemed to expect the U.S. to do 99% of the work and save them. I mean, I so when I was on a NATO assignment. Now, when I was where I was with NATO, we were, I guess it was more of a show of force because that's what we did. We showed force and power. And so we were doing like a bunch of exercises and demonstrations, and we got to I got to go march in a parade in Warsaw, which was so cool because again, even though I think NATO itself is stupid, seeing and like co-mingling with soldiers from around the world was one of the most cool experiences of my life. And like this here, hold on. Let me remove this for a second. Like look at this. Like that was in Poland. And oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Why does it say stop screen? Okay. There it was. There we go. I boobered. But that picture was when I was in NATO. Or not in NATO, but that was when I was in the service. And can I I'm trying to get it saved so that I can just show it instead of have it being in my background, but it's not there. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. But uh I very much enjoyed can I do there we go. I very much enjoyed like hanging out with all these soldiers. These were Polish guys. Behind them are Canadians, and there was also Hungarians, like everywhere. It was so cool. And guys, mind you, I'm 5'8". These guys make me look short. These guys make me feel tiny. It was really funny because I don't know if you guys can see their bayonets. Uh Hold on, let me see. Can you see where I point? No, you can't see where I pointed out. But on the tips of their weapons, they have their bayonets up, which was wholly hilarious because about 2 seconds prior, one of my buddies, he was like, yeah, let's get a picture together. And they all had their bayonets down, right? And they got their picture. And literally, when I was like, ooh, can I get my picture too? They all flipped them up. And I'm like, I don't know if I should take you flipping up your bayonet as like, because my buddy was like, oh, they didn't flip up their bayonets for me. I want a picture with their bayonets. And I'm just like, I'm just going to leave that alone. But that just could be me. I can't be the only one that thought that. Bad Duck says Canadian soldiers don't exist. Their camo is too good. You'll never know if they're really there or not. I have to find it, but I was photobombed by a Canadian. Like I was doing, my like selfie, and I was sitting in my bus and there was a bus parked literally right next to us because we were all just sitting in the bus waiting for like to go where we needed to go. And I take the picture, and right as I'm taking the picture, I see the dude from the bus next to me come out like off the bus, jump in the picture, and go, and I snapped the picture, and I was just like, oh my god! I really hoped to find that dude and be like, dude, that was hilarious. Like, good to meet you. But I couldn't find him because there was like over 10,000 people. It was a lot of people. But, yeah, 5'8". I was actually taller at some point, um, because in 2020, I went home for the first time in a long time, like to my parents' house. And at my parents' house, they had lived at that house essentially since I was like 4 until I left and like, forever. And so the on the in the hallway we had a like linen closet or whatever, and we had marks from like, every year when we get taller and taller. And in 2020, I was about a full inch shorter than I was in 2012. The last time I was home in 2012, this was literally, I had only been in the service for a year. Went home, I was like, haha, I'm going to measure myself too. So I was like, okay. Well, when I went home 8 years later in 2020, I was about an inch shorter. And I was really sad about that. Yeah, it's the body armor, and I was at 88 bike. So I drove. Uh I mean I didn't drive. I I drove a lot while we were in Europe. But I was cross trained as a 92 Fox, and I was also cross trained as a 42 Alpha. So I did a lot of paperwork. I like paperwork. Paperwork's easy. Um, but God, I just remember this one convoy. Like, we were going from Romania to Poland. It took us 4 days. And mind you, we were driving for over 12 hours a day. It was horrible. And like, you're supposed to drive with your Kevlar on, and having like an additional okay, it's probably like 5 pounds. Not even that. It's probably like 2 pounds. Either way, it's heavy, it's uncomfortable. And when you're wearing that for like I mean, our longest day was 17 hours of driving. Bruh, 17 hours of driving was a lot. And I was in a Humvee with no AC, and it was terrible. Um, Man, I Uncle Buck says, uh, where did that go? I can't find it anymore. Oh, there we go. Your eyes glow blue. Have you seen? I don't know. For a long time. What? I don't know what that means. Your spine is smooshed. It is. My spine is smooshed, and I've got. So okay, for her birthday, I want to say it was last year, maybe, or Christmas. I don't remember, but I got Mrs. Flux a inversion table. That's one of those things that you lay on and you can tilt upside down and just hang. One, it feels amazing. That is like the greatest thing when I just hang there and like you could feel like it's such a good feeling. But for the longest time, I kept calling it a conversion table. And Mrs. Flex is like, no, that's not the right thing. We're not doing that. And I'm like, oh, yeah. But I still accidentally call it a conversion table all the time. But it's one of the best things. It helps my back so much because especially my lower back, it's extremely, I get like, if I stand for pretty much longer than like 15 minutes, it's very difficult for me to move. But when I use that and I can actually stretch out, it helps me stay I gotcha. Yes. I know what those people are called, but I don't. Iraqis. There we go. The Iraqis. Right? Mrs. Flux. We watched Dude a few months ago, and she wants to watch the second one, so we have to watch the second one. We haven't watched it yet. Yes. Yes. See, all I need is a little context, and then I know exactly what you're talking about. You gotta preference it with a little bit of, because I'm bad with words and names and stuff. Uh but yes, Simon says the Army's 88Ks are sailing in the Army's Navy to the Mediterranean. Do we have, I'm sure we have 88 kilos. I just I've never even thought about that as an MOS because I've been at 88 Mike and I'm like, yeah, it's all about the trucks. Yeah, we haul the shit. But interesting. Second one is out on a certain site already. Oh yeah. There are those places you can find stuff. It might not always be the best quality, but then again, it might be good. There's a site you can find some good quality stuff. Just saying. Toilet Texas or TXTR. How do you say that? AO transportation. Yep. We load the ships and load the trades so the other lads can load the goods and planes. Yeah, no, but that's what this is. Transportation Corps. Boom. I need to get this sleeve finished. I have to get this done. I need more tattoos. I need more tattoos. Like a lot more. Because I don't have that many. I only have this and this and these and like these and then these ones and then the ones on my back and then the couple on my leg. I need more because I don't have that many. That's gonna be, I gotta get it. That's gonna be my goal, is to get a new tattoo this summer. Although this one is like one of my favorites. I love this dude so much. One of my, like, he's like a brother. He's like a best friend. Me and Mrs. Flux, like he's like a brother to us. But he gave me this one, which I love so much. He's so cute. And I don't often get to look at him because he's on the back of my arm. But I love that little guy. It's so fun. Uh Actually, I think that is my most recent. That might be my most recent tattoo, which was probably 5 years ago, which is depressing. Um, but yeah, all right. Let me pull the website back up now that I'm done squirreling off about tattoos. I need more. All right. Hold on one second. Whenever I get a text, I just always have to make sure that it's like not from Mrs. Flux. And then um just catching up on okay. But yeah, with the people think this is a bad thing. Like having a leader that stands up for something and is like, yeah, you're being a dick. I'm not going to protect you. Why is that a bad thing? I still don't get it. I don't understand how that's a bad thing. We're going to keep looking. Guys, do you see this shit? February 11th, Super Bowl, whatever, 53? Was it only 53? No, that's 58. 58. I'm dumb. 58 is the most watched TV program in US history. At RIP headphone users, headphone warning, I'm getting triggered. Averaging 123.4 million viewers across television and streaming platforms. And that's for one fucking reason. You know, there is one reason that this Super Bowl was the most watched TV program in history. Yeah. Also, Usher performs at the halftime show with guest Alicia Keys, will.i.am, Lil Jon, H.E.R., and Ludacris. That was theatrically it was wonderful. Entertainment wise, it was good. Vocally, then again, I was never a super fan of Usher. But Alicia Keys, no. Alicia Keys, no. Alicia Keys is like on the top of my list. She is hot. Oh, this one. I need to ask Jeff about this. Korean scientists say they have created meaty rice. Meaty rice. With beef grown inside rice grains in a lab, providing 8% more protein. Gary, what do you say to that? Right? Right? Me and Gary are shocked. Hey Flux, how come you don't guest up on Christina Gomez's channel? I don't know who that is. I'm gonna look her up. Let's see. Oh, I have seen some of her videos. Bro, I think I'm not saying she's too profesh for me, but I don't think I'm professional enough for some people. I try to be professional, but I'm not sure. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just extremely informal. Seems like you would be right up her alley. Really? I mean, I would love for her to come and like hang out. I would love to go hang out with her too. But again, I think I can be a little I'll reach out. Sometimes I feel like this is just me personally, but I feel like I'm too much for people. I feel like I'm over the top a lot. And I'm probably not. But I always feel like I have a lack of professionalism here that doesn't always translate well across other channels. John H says, "Hello, Gary." Yeah, I like Gary. I think he's gonna stick around for a while. Bruh. Yeah, 100%. I use up all my professionalism during the day, so by the time I get to stream, I'm like, fuck all of this shit. And yeah. I gotta watch my it's actually funny because when I'm around my family and like my niece and my nephews, I'm very good at not cursing. Like I won't let it slip, especially in front of my niece and my nephews. Like, I do not let my language slip. But it's funny because, like, in everyday conversation, I don't know, it's like a switch that gets turned off when I'm around my family, and, I feel like I should use that in the real world. You ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. Oh, I don't even. So I was gonna wear my NASA hat tonight because because I love my NASA hat, but it's a little small. Like the hat itself, I probably should have got a bigger sized hat because it it doesn't come down far enough and it sits like up here. It's not a well fitting hat. You're here. Hey there. Val says, I'm everywhere. Yup. Yep, Val is everywhere. Yeah, run away. Run away. So, I at some point, probably soon, I'm gonna have Brad on, and I'm gonna have him explain the Van Allen belt to me, because from what I have read, the Van Allen belt is like a layer around the Earth of radiation, and it's like super radiation to the point where it gets up to like over 300,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's like, I don't care how much protection you have. At some point, stuff melts. And this radiation belt is hotter than the melting point of like all things. And it's like NASA's explanation, from what I have read, is like we just go through it at the least dangerous parts and we go really fast. And I'm like, that's not really how it works. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna have Brad come on and explain the Van Allen belt a little bit to me, because I feel like even at our best, we probably can't go through that. But you know what? We'll just go really fast. We'll just go really fast. Ugh. But um hold on, let me see. I wasn't planning on getting through all of February tonight just because of, I really think I should go to a doctor and be checked for ADHD, because I'm pretty sure I've got it. Which is why I don't I was like, I'm not gonna get through all of February tonight. We're gonna go down so many uh we're gonna go down so many holes. Uh February 15th, Germany becomes the world's thirst third largest economy after Japan slips into recession. Dude, y'all need to look up the issue happening in Japan. They do not have enough people to like be a sustainable country. They are going to collapse in the next few years because they don't have enough people. They're not like giving birth to as many kids as they should be to like have their whole thing run. And like, it's crazy. Mary Jane, not really Sarah. What's it? Oh, you've been here. Why isn't it? See, and this is the thing. I'm already getting tired. I was about to say what's up, and I'm like, you've been here like the whole time. I like ADHD streams. Helps my ADHD. See, at least other people with ADHD can like follow the path a little bit. Um, Look at this. Feb 15th also, Greece is the first Christian Orthodox country to legalize same sex marriage and adoption. Interesting. And then I was thinking, are we not Christian Orthodox? No, we're just like technically, I don't think our country has really, or I mean, technically, I think the religion of the country is Christianity, right? I don't think we have like a national religion because it's all about not having state religions and whatnot. But interesting. Uh, all right, we made it to February 15th. I'm going to save the rest of February for next week. Um, because we'll have more stuff. Where is my mouse? There it is. We'll keep going through the year as the months go on because again, we need to make sure we don't fall into the memory holes that the government and uh the media try and throw us into, you know. Never forget Epstein didn't kill himself. Uh I mean, it's crazy. Just all the stuff that happens and goes on throughout the year that we forget about because so much other stuff happens. And uh it's it's absolutely insane to me that, you know, next week some other thing's gonna happen that's gonna pull everybody's attention and everybody's gonna forget about, you know, uh Joe Biden not being fit for anything and you know, just the crazy shit that happens. Uh, Flux, your review of 2023 was really wild. And a great thank you. I enjoy doing yearly reviews. I enjoy doing reviews because it's like we look a lot to, like, when we talk about history, we look to like the far history, like, you know, 20 plus years ago. You don't kind of look to recent history, meaning like a year or two ago. Like, remember when the government shut down the entire, like, the government's just kind of shut down the world and shut down the country? And it's like, that was a whole thing. And everybody was just like, meh. During that year, the government did so much shit to the people. They were, so much shit happened in 2020 that people don't realize. And they just, 2020 was like, for a lot of us, we see it as the government's trial run to see what they could do. And you know what? They succeeded with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And I just, is crazy. And so we want to make sure not to forget the craziness. We need to remember how crazy the government acted 3 years ago when they said, no, you can't have a funeral for your loved one. No, you can't see your loved one in a hospital. We're not, I will never forget that shit. Are you kidding me? You told people they couldn't say goodbye to are you kidding me? And most Americans laid down and took it. They just rolled over, said, okay, government, I won't say goodbye to my loved one. And my heart breaks for those people. The people that, I mean, frankly, again, me being me, my family is not very different from me. So when my dad passed away, we threw a giant ass funeral. We had one of the biggest it was a big funeral. And you know what? It was no, that was August of 2020. August 5th, 2020. We had a funeral in SoCal for my dad, of all places. We got ourselves a place and we said, you can't stop us. This is how we have to say goodbye and mourn. And I am so grateful that my family was so willing, because I don't think I could have been okay not having that. Like, I needed that. Like, I don't know. So I feel for people who either didn't have the means or who couldn't say goodbye to their loved ones in that way. And I think if I could have that, if my family had just said, okay, mandates, but no, mandates not law. Your stupid words and public decrees aren't law. And this is how we're going to say goodbye to my dad. Like, I don't know. I personally, I would not have been okay if we could not have a funeral for my dad. Like, he deserved that shit. He was a wonderful man. He deserved a giant ass party. And it was stifled. I mean, not by a lot. Everybody, I mean, it really did show how great of a man he was by the turnout. But it was like, you can't take that from people. Like, are you kidding me? So, since I have made it a point, we're not going to forget everything, the main big thing. We're not forgetting stuff every year. We're going to keep going back and reviewing and reviewing and reviewing and remembering and remembering and remembering, because this shit, the government can't do that again. The government can't do that again. They don't have the right. That's not their power to, that's not their decision to make. That's not their power. That's our power. And they can't take it from us. We got to take it back. But guys, I'm going to wrap it up because again, I got to go lay down and relax a little bit because my head's still a little bit. Exactly. F their mandates. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I know it was a little bit early, but I think we had fun. I mean, and again, fuck NATO and fuck the government. I think those are our two main takeaways for tonight. Which, if that's all I can leave you with, I am happy to do so. Fuck the government, fuck NATO. Who can I send you guys to? Do you guys want to go anywhere? Let's see. Let's see where I can send y'all. Oh, it says I'm streaming. Yeah, well, I know I'm streaming. Last time it wouldn't give. Oh, everybody shut up this time. Well, I think everybody shut up. Okay. Valhalla awaits. That says it's upcoming. Val. That's not upcoming till Saturday. Oh. Sean's criminal. Potentially criminal Sean's live. Sean, potentially criminal, is live. We're gonna dump into Sean. We're gonna raid Sean tonight. So let me save that. Take your meds and get better. I do feel better. I do feel better than I did before. About what happened. What happened? What happened? Val, if you want to know what happened, go back to the beginning and you can hear my gross story about how I get chronic sinus infections. Guys, I will see you later. I am not going to be streaming tomorrow. I will be over with Legal Vices. He's doing his Fuck It Friday tomorrow. So we're going to be doing that. Saturday morning is our Minecraft morning stream. Sunday, I think, is probably going to be day off. And Monday, I will either do a paint stream or a Minecraft stream. We'll see how that goes. But guys, oh, wait. Horse Clopper 9000. Ha. Gay. Oh, I wish I had. I need to know how to make the clips. I don't know how to make the clips. But I need that one of Ken Jeong going, ha, gay. I need that one so bad, but I don't know how to do it. I have to Google it. Honey, garlic, vitamin C, and D. Ooh, I do have honey. Bruh. I haven't ate dinner yet, and y'all know I said I was gonna make waffles, but what if I made honey garlic chicken tenders? Because I have chicken tenderloins uh in the freezer. I can just thaw them out and make myself some honey garlic chicken. Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. Uh, but uh, I hear that change voice. Chang's voice. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You hear that in Chang's kind. Yep. Huh. Gay. You just hear it in his voice automatically. Um. Yeah. Sinus infection. Bro, you're late. I'm wrapping up because I'm gonna go make myself some dinner and then probably call it an early night. I don't know. I do feel better than I did yesterday. A lot better than the day before, so I know I'm on the oh bro. Honey garlic chicken and waffles. That's what I'm having for dinner. Lame. Yeah. You could go back to the I was telling everybody, I'm like, go back to the beginning of the stream and listen to my gross story about my sinus infections. And how if you have a bad enough sinus infection, people around you can smell the infection. And on that glorious note, my friends, I love you all. Have a fantastic we're going to try that again. Have a fantastic night. Be excellent to each other, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good one.